Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there, or struggled to remember a name that you normally know very well? While occasional forgetfulness is a normal part of life, persistent memory problems could be an early warning sign of something more serious, such as Alzheimer's disease. In today's video, we'll discuss the early signs of memory loss that you should never ignore, how Alzheimer's disease affects the brain, and when it's time to seek medical advice. Make sure to watch until the end because early detection can make a significant difference in managing this condition. Let's get started. Alzheimer's disease is a progressive brain disorder that gradually destroys memory, thinking abilities, and eventually the ability to perform everyday tasks. It is the most common cause of dementia, accounting for approximately 60 to 80% of dementia cases worldwide. The disease develops slowly, often beginning years before noticeable symptoms appear. Inside the brain, abnormal protein deposits called plaques and tangles damage nerve cells and disrupt communication between different parts of the brain. As more brain cells are affected, memory and cognitive functions gradually decline. Understanding the early warning signs can help individuals and families seek support sooner rather than later. The most common early symptom of Alzheimer's disease is memory loss that disrupts daily life. This isn't just forgetting where you left your keys once in a while. Instead, it involves repeatedly forgetting recently learned information, important dates, appointments, or conversations. Someone may ask the same questions over and over again because they genuinely cannot remember the answers. For example, a person might have a conversation in the morning and completely forget it happened by the afternoon. If memory problems become frequent and begin affecting work, family life, or daily responsibilities, it's important to pay attention. Another early sign is difficulty performing tasks that were once routine. A person may struggle to follow a familiar recipe, manage monthly bills, or operate household appliances they've used for years. Activities that previously required little thought may suddenly feel confusing or overwhelming. These changes often happen gradually, making them easy to overlook at first. Family members are frequently the first to notice these difficulties. Everyone occasionally forgets a word during conversation. However, people in the early stages of Alzheimer's may frequently stop in the middle of speaking because they cannot find the right word. They may call everyday objects by unusual names or have trouble following conversations. For example, instead of saying watch, they might say the thing that tells time. Language difficulties can become increasingly noticeable over time. People with early Alzheimer's often become confused about dates, seasons, or the passage of time. They may forget what day it is or have trouble understanding where they are and how they got there. Some individuals may become disoriented even in familiar places. Imagine driving to a location you've visited hundreds of times and suddenly forgetting the route. These episodes can be frightening and should never be ignored. Changes in judgment are another important warning sign. A person may make unusual financial decisions, fall for scams more easily, or neglect personal hygiene. They might wear inappropriate clothing for the weather or make purchases that seem completely out of character. Because the brain areas responsible for decision making are affected, judgment can become impaired long before severe memory loss appears. Alzheimer's doesn't only affect memory, it can also change emotions and behavior. Individuals may become unusually anxious, suspicious, confused, depressed, or irritable. Someone who was once outgoing and social may suddenly withdraw from friends, family, and favorite activities. These personality changes are often subtle at first, but can become more pronounced as the disease progresses. While anyone can develop Alzheimer's disease, certain factors increase the risk: obesity, smoking, lack of physical activity, and poor sleep quality. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle may help reduce the risk and support long-term brain health. Consult a healthcare professional for an evaluation. Early diagnosis allows for better planning, treatment options, and support for both patients and families. Memory loss is not always a normal part of aging. Recognizing the early warning signs of Alzheimer's disease can help people get the care they need sooner. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy and take care.